The date is August 20th, 2026. New York City. The Javits Center is buzzing with excitement as thousands of fans pour in for Anime NYC, the largest anime convention on the East Coast. The event, which runs from August 20th, 23, is expected to draw approximately 150,000 attendees. Among the celebrity guests is Yuki Kaji, the legendary voice actor behind Eren Jaeger in Attack on Titan, Kenma Kozume in Haikyuu, and many other iconic anime characters. Kaji is set to appear on the main stage at 12:15 p.m. for a special Haikyuu panel hosted by Toho Animation. But what happens next is something no one could have predicted. In the middle of his panel, Kaji makes a shocking announcement that sends the crowd into a frenzy. He reveals that he has personally invited Alexandra Eala, the 21-year-old Filipina tennis sensation who has taken the world by storm, to attend Anime NYC as his special guest. The crowd erupts. The hashtag #ElaMeetsAnimeNYC trends worldwide. The tennis world is stunned, and the Filipino community in New York goes absolutely wild. This is the story of that shocking moment. This is the story of how Alexandra Eala, fresh off her historic U.S. Open run and Nike billboards in Times Square, crossed over into the world of anime. This is the story of how Yuki Kaji, one of Japan's most famous voice actors, recognized the Eala effect and decided to bring it to Anime NYC. Face screaming in fear Philippines. To understand the significance of this invitation, you must first understand who Yuki Kaji is. Kaji is one of the most famous and respected voice actors in Japan. He is known for his roles as Eren Jaeger in Attack on Titan, Kenma Kozume in Haikyuu, Shoto Todoroki in My Hero Academia, and many other iconic anime characters. He has also been cast as the voice of 009/Joe Shimamura in the upcoming Cyborg 009 Nemesis anime. His voice is recognized by millions of fans around the world, and his appearances at conventions draw massive crowds. Kaji is also a producer and a key figure in the anime industry. He is involved in projects like the Haikyuu panel at Anime NYC, where he will be joined by producer Hibiki Saito for a special celebration of the series. His presence at the convention is a major draw for fans from around the world. But Kaji is also known for his love of sports and his appreciation for athletes who inspire others. He has spoken about how sports anime, like Haikyuu and Kuriko's basketball, have inspired him, and he has a deep respect for athletes who embody the same spirit of determination and resilience that his characters represent. When he heard about Alexandra Eala's rise, he was captivated. He saw in her the same fighting spirit that defines his most famous characters, and he decided to do something unprecedented. Before Kaji's invitation, there was the rise. And what a rise it had been. Alexandra Eala's 2026 season was nothing short of spectacular. She had started the year ranked outside the top 40, a promising young player from a country with virtually no tennis infrastructure. By August 2026, she had climbed to a career-high number 18 in the world. She had won her first WTA Tour singles title in Washington, defeating world number 3 Jessica Pegula in a thrilling rain-delayed final. The victory had made her the first Filipino, man or woman, to win a WTA Tour singles event. Her run in Washington was a fairy tale. She defeated Olympic gold medalist Zheng Qinwen, defending champion Leylah Fernandez, world number 10 Alina Svitolina, and 4-time Grand Slam champion Naomi Osaka en route to the final. Then came the final against Pegula. The match was suspended by rain, but when play resumed, Alexandra won 6 straight games in the final set to secure a 4-6, 6-4, 6-0 victory. The win marked her 7th victory over a top 10 player that season. The Philippines erupted. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. congratulated her. The Senate honored her. Senator Panfilo Lacson called her the country's newest and youngest national hero. But Alexandra didn't stop there. At Wimbledon, she made history once again. She became the first Filipina-seeded player in Grand Slam history, the first Filipina to win a match at Wimbledon, and the first to reach the 3rd and 4th rounds of a major. She defeated defending champion Iga Swiatek on center court, a victory that drew reactions from Catherine, Princess of Wales, Billie Jean King, Venus Williams, and her super idol Maria Sharapova. The win propelled her to a new career high ranking. She eventually fell to Jasmine Paolini in the 4th round, but her Wimbledon run had already cemented her status as one of the brightest young stars in tennis. In just a few months, Alexandra had gone from a promising junior to a global phenomenon. She had sold out stadiums in Toronto and Cincinnati. She had become the biggest draw in women's tennis, perhaps in all of tennis. According to industry estimates, she was now targeting approximately $10 million per year in sponsorship income. She had already secured deals with major global brands including Nike, Babolat, Globe Telecom, Bank of the Philippine Islands, Milo Philippines, Locally Juice, and most recently, Marriott Bonvoy. Her commercial potential was reminiscent of the Emma Raducanu effect after her U.S. Open victory in 2021. But Alexandra's reach was even more global. She represented a nation of 115 million people and a massive diaspora spread across the world. The Eala effect was real, and Yuki Kaji had just witnessed it firsthand. Anime NYC is the largest anime convention on the East Coast, held annually at the Javits Center in Manhattan. The 2026 event runs from August 20th, 23 and is expected to attract approximately 150,000 attendees. The convention features panels, screenings, merchandise booths, and appearances by celebrity guests from Japan and around the world. This year's lineup includes voice actors Yuki Kaji, Junko Teichi, Naruto, and Eiko Kodono, Kiki's Delivery Service, among others. The Haikyuu panel, hosted by Toho Animation, is one of the most anticipated events of the convention. Following the success of the dumpster battle, the panel will feature behind-the-scenes stories, fan questions, and a look toward the future of the series. Yuki Kaji and producer Hibiki Saito will be answering fan-submitted questions on the main stage at 12:15 p.m. on Saturday, August 22nd. What makes this panel even more special is the surprise announcement that Kaji has in store. In the middle of the panel, he reveals that he has personally invited Alexandra Eala to attend the convention as his special guest. The crowd erupts in cheers. The news spreads like wildfire across social media. And the Filipino community in New York, which has already shown up in droves to support Alexandra at the U.S. Open, is overjoyed. The crossover between the tennis world and the anime world is unprecedented, and it is a testament to Alexandra's growing global appeal. The fans' reaction to Kaji's invitation was immediate and emotional. Social media flooded with messages of excitement and pride. The hashtag #EelaMeetsAnime NYC trended worldwide within hours. Fans from the Philippines, the United States, and around the world shared their joy and anticipation. "This is incredible," one fan wrote. "Two of my favorite worlds colliding. Alex Eala and anime. I can't believe this is happening." Another fan posted, "Yuki Kaji is a legend, and he recognizes the Eala effect. This is proof that Alexandra is a global icon." The Filipino community was particularly moved. They saw Kaji's invitation as a recognition of Alexandra's global impact. "This is proof that the whole world is watching Alexandra," one fan wrote. "She is not just our pride. She is the world's pride." Another fan posted, "Yuki Kaji doesn't just invite anyone. This is a big deal. Alexandra Eala has truly arrived." The crossover between tennis and anime was also celebrated. Fans pointed out the parallels between Alexandra's journey and the stories of anime characters like Haikyuu's Hinata Shoyo, who overcomes his small stature to compete at the highest level. "Alexandra Eala is a real-life anime protagonist," one fan wrote. "She came from nowhere, faced impossible odds, and became a champion." Yuki Kaji recognizing her is the perfect crossover. The invitation from Yuki Kaji is a sign of the Eala effect's reach beyond tennis. Alexandra has become a global phenomenon, a player who has brought millions of new fans to the sport. But her influence is now extending into other areas of popular culture. She has been featured on Nike billboards in New York. She has been compared to Manny Pacquiao. And now, she is being recognized by one of the most famous voice actors in Japan. The Eala effect is not just about tennis. It is about representation. It is about showing the world that a young woman from the Philippines can compete on the global stage. It is about inspiring a new generation of fans from Southeast Asia. And it is about proving that no dream is too big, no obstacle too great, no challenge too difficult to overcome. Kaji's invitation is a recognition of that effect. He understands that Alexandra is more than just a tennis player. She is a symbol of hope and resilience. She is a source of pride for millions of Filipinos around the world, and she is a force of nature that cannot be ignored. When Alexandra was asked about Kaji's invitation, she responded with characteristic grace and humility. She had never expected to be recognized by one of her favorite voice actors. In a post on social media, she expressed her gratitude and excitement. "I am so incredibly honored and excited to receive this invitation from Yuki Kaji," she wrote. "I've been a fan of his work for years. His performances in Attack on Titan and Haikyuu have inspired me so much. To be recognized by him is a dream come true. I can't wait to meet him and all the amazing fans at Anime NYC." Alexandra also acknowledged the connection between her journey and the stories she loves. "I've always been inspired by anime. The characters in Haikyuu and Attack on Titan show us that we can overcome any obstacle if we believe in ourselves and never give up. That's the same message I try to bring to the tennis court. I hope my journey can inspire others the way these stories have inspired me." Alexandra's response was met with overwhelming support from her fans. They praised her humility and her appreciation for anime culture. The moment was a perfect example of her ability to connect with people from all walks of life. One of the most exciting aspects of Kaji's invitation is the connection to Haikyuu, the beloved sports anime about a high school volleyball team. Kaji voices Kenma Kozume, the genius setter of Nekoma High School. Kenma is known for his analytical mind, his calm demeanor, and his ability to read the game like no one else. He is a character who overcomes his physical limitations through strategy and intelligence. Alexandra's journey has been compared to that of Hinata Shoyo, the protagonist of Haikyuu, who overcomes his short stature to become a top volleyball player. But the connection to Kenma is equally fitting. Like Kenma, Alexandra has had to rely on her intelligence and strategy to compete against physically stronger opponents. She has had to use her left-handedness and her variety to outsmart her rivals. And she has had to remain calm under pressure, just like Kenma does on the court. Kaji's invitation is a recognition of that connection. He sees in Alexandra the same spirit that defines Kenma and the other characters he voices. He sees a fighter, a strategist, a champion. Alexandra's appearance at Anime NYC is a moment of history. She will be the first tennis player to be invited as a special guest to the convention. Her presence will bridge the gap between the sports world and the anime world, showing that the values of determination, resilience, and teamwork are universal. The convention is expected to draw approximately 150,000 attendees, and Alexandra's appearance is likely to attract even more. The Filipino community in New York, which has already shown up in droves to support her at the US Open, will be there to cheer her on. The crossover between sports fans and anime fans will be a celebration of culture, community, and the power of inspiration. The panel will be a unique opportunity for fans to see two worlds collide. Alexandra will share her journey, her love for anime, and the lessons she has learned from the characters she admires. Kaji will share his appreciation for her fighting spirit and the parallels between her journey and the stories he brings to life. It will be a moment of pure joy and celebration. Alexandra's appeal extends far beyond the Philippines. She represents a new generation of athletes from Southeast Asia, a region that has been overlooked on the world stage. She represents a new market for tennis, a region that is hungry for champions. And she represents a new era of diversity and inclusion in the sport. Kaji's invitation is a sign of her global appeal. Fans from the Philippines, the United States, Japan, and around the world have embraced her. They have shown that Alexandra's appeal is not limited to one country. She is a global superstar, and the world is taking notice. The crossover between tennis and anime is a testament to her reach. It shows that Alexandra is not just a tennis player. She is a cultural icon. She is a symbol of hope and resilience. And she is a force of nature that cannot be ignored. As the world celebrates Kaji's invitation, Alexandra's focus remains on the US Open. The tournament is the final Grand Slam of the year, and the stakes could not be higher. Alexandra is set to compete in the women's singles main draw, where she is projected to be a top 18 seed. She is also set to compete in the mixed doubles alongside Canadian star Felix Auger-Aliassime. Auger-Aliassime, the world number 4, has spoken about the Eala effect and how excited he is to experience it firsthand. It's kind of funny because she's younger than me, but I feel like she has the fan base and she's carrying the crowd, so it's going to be interesting, he said. The mixed doubles team is expected to be the crowd darlings at the U.S. Open, with the passionate Filipino fans creating an electric atmosphere. The U.S. Open is the biggest stage of all. It is the tournament where champions are made. It is the tournament where legends are born. And Alexandra is ready. She has said, "I focus only on my level of play. The ultimate goal is to win." With the support of Nike, the love of a nation, and the recognition of Yuki Kaji, she is poised to make history once again. Kaji's invitation is a recognition of everything Alexandra has achieved and everything she has the potential to achieve. It is a validation of her talent, her hard work, and her global appeal. It is a testament to the power of the Eala effect. Alexandra's journey from the cracked courts of Quezon City to the bright lights of Arthur Ashe Stadium has been nothing short of miraculous. She has overcome challenges that would have broken lesser players. She has faced injuries, setbacks, and doubts. She has remained humble, grounded, and grateful. And she has inspired millions of Filipinos around the world to dream big. Kaji's invitation is a reflection of that journey. It is a recognition that Alexandra is not just a tennis player. She is a movement, a symbol of hope, a reminder that no dream is too big, no obstacle too great, no challenge too difficult to overcome. The tennis world is watching. The anime world is watching. And Alexandra Eala is just getting started.